this video. And before we get into this live, I gotta say a special shout out to everybody out there. You know, just going within, being high vibrational. Just locking in. And because I've been through a lot in the past, um, I have new content for y'all. All right, gonna be going things. Gonna be going over just you know how to better your journey while on retention. Uh, and also too, I got like some new gems. You feel me? I got a lot of new gems. It's been crazy. It's been insane. Uh, there's been like spiritual warfare going on. Uh, I want to say now. I'm not sure 100% because this is day two since I've been back out. You get what I'm saying? Uh, went through a lot. Okay, I went through a lot. So, um, with that being said, check out the Patreon. The Patreon, I'm going to be talking a lot about my experience of being in a mental facility where, you know, it's just been a lot going on. Uh, Shout out to everybody that's sliding into the building right now. Listen, a lot has been going on. I've been getting my body right. I went through some shit. I seen I seen unaliving in person. Now, of course, this is not snitching or anything, because obviously, it wasn't like it was no hood type of drama or anything like that. But I was in a specific place, in a specific time. Uh, I feel like I got like a psychic attack. You get what I'm saying? And I might have to put this. My bad. I may have to put this on. I had to get a new phone and everything, bro. Had to get a new phone and everything, dog. But basically, I witnessed a young lady watching her life kind of, you know, leave her body, which is kind of crazy. I seen stuff on TV, but never in my life did I see something like in front of me happen to me type of deal. Hold on, man. I might have to put this on E and D for a second. All right, cool. Yeah, in person, bro. And she was crazy. She had a seizure. She had a seizure. Now, I'm not gonna say where it was at or who it was, or I'm not even gonna say that she was unalived. I'm not even gonna say that. But it appears to be that she was on the brink of elimination. Like when you play a 7 game series and you down 3 games to none, and like you playing that fourth game, she was on the brink of elimination. She was playing game four. She already came out. You know what I'm saying? Going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, it's mad wild for real. It's mad wild for real, bro. I went I Like I said, this is day two of me getting out. I was in a mental facility, um, wrongfully kind of put there to be honest. But I think I just got it was a psychic attack because this isn't the first, as you guys know. And I actually had somebody comment saying like the same thing happened to them, but this is like maybe 3 weeks ago, and like they just came back out. I don't. Number one, I don't trust the medications or none of that. Never did. You feel me? And number two, I was in there with the crazies, my boy. I'm talking about like the people who's doing time in prison, doing time with what I'm saying, in jail, or got a caseworker or all type of stuff, bro. Like I was around some people. I was also around some intelligent people as well. People with degrees, people who got masters, people who they themselves call themselves doctors and stuff like that. You say it closes your first eye. Absolutely, bro. That's why I don't mess with it, bro. While I was in there, because again, that wasn't the first time I was in. The last time I was in there, bro, was over pretty much almost like 10 years ago when I was living in New York. When I was living in New York, that's when it happened to me because me seeing a whole bunch of numbers and symbols, if you're somebody who is well aware of the matrix and how like, there's so much spells, like sometimes like your mind tends to see more of the spiritual side of the matrix more than the third dimension. And what happens is you lose track of being in the third dimension. And that's exactly what happened to me. Crazy thing is, though, is that I remember everything. I remember getting taken to the hospital. I remember all of that. Now, usually, if I ever go through something like that, bro, like my memory is jogged. You feel me? Like I don't be remembering stuff. Um, you said I ain't ever take. I ain't. You said I ain't never taking their meds, bro. Nah, don't ever take them, bro. For real, for real. The boys had me there for 11 days because I kept beefing with the security. See, here's the thing, bro, and I'm actually glad that you mentioned that because sometimes when you be beefing with people, believe it or not, it's a spiritual thing, bro. Like it's a spiritual thing. But like it's like because I asked my homeboy, he's like my mentor. I asked him, I was like, bro, like what you think happened to me? Do you think it's spiritual or mental? And he was like, it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? When people have episodes like that, half of the time it's just them. It's because me, I ain't gonna hold you. I was stressed. I was stressed and I barely got rest. Like when I talked to the psychiatrist, bro, I got story. Listen, I got stories for days. I got like when I was talking to the psychiatrist, he was very arrogant. I'm not gonna say who his what his name was and everything because but like when I was talking to the psychiatrist, he was like, "Oh, are you hearing any voices? And are you still hearing any voices and things of that nature?" And in my mind, I'm like, "Who said I was hearing any voices, my nigga?" Like the first night when I got in, the very first night when they admitted me to the hospital, when I basically blanked out because they actually injected me. And again, low key, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm a spiritual teacher and shit like that. Like I talk about mental healthness and stuff, wellness and stuff like that. But I was lacking in working out, like literally doing push-ups throughout the day. Since like when I after all right, put it like this on Patreon, I'm gonna like go into detail as to the first night in and because the shit felt like jail, bro. It felt like prison, except it was crazy. I witnessed seeing somebody pass away, like that shit crazy. But the first night, I don't even remember. I don't even remember the first 2 nights. They shot me up with some Benadryl or some shit, like a heavy dose of Benadryl. Nigga was asleep for 2 days, bro. I was asleep for 2 days. They said you said what kind of episode I had. They said it was a mild psychosis and mild schizophrenia. But that's what they said. The schizophrenia part, I don't know about. The psychosis, yes, for sure. That's something that I was definitely aware of before. That's what I was in there before, like over 10 years ago. And I always told myself too, bro. I'm like, man, I need to watch how I carry myself. Like, even though, like, yes, I'm making videos and stuff like that, but there's this lady that I talked to. Um, she told me that sometimes people can get lost in the information. Like you could be knowing so much information and your brain is either downloading stuff or if you're like researching stuff, what tends to happen is the brain becomes a energy overload. Like when practicing retention, like I had to restart my streak, bro. Like I probably hit maybe like 70 or 80 days before I had to restart my streak. You see what I'm saying? But I had to do it because it was too much at some point in time, like there has to be a reset of energy, like from head to toe. And for me, it wasn't even like what I'm saying, nothing where it's like, okay, cool. Well, what like while I was having my episode or whatnot, like I wasn't like I was still on my streak, but I had energy overload. and I was getting a lot of information, and my dreams, I became so engulfed within the spiritual realm that I lost once again, which I'm kind of mad at myself and I am embarrassed about, because I don't, this is nothing to brag about, bro. Like, you feel me? But I am embarrassed because I'm like, damn, bro. I told myself that, like, I'll never go to one of them facilities again. And lo and behold, end up back in there. You know what I'm saying? And my dream, I remember the night. I literally remember everything. I literally remember everything, bro. Yo, was good, fam. But yeah, I literally remember everything, and literally, like, I'll explain more like on my Patreon and stuff like that. But like, I'm just tapping in with you guys, bro. Letting you guys know like I'm good. I'm gonna be posting again. I'm already starting to get back in shape, but literally every 30 minutes I try to do 10 to 20 push-ups every 30 minutes. Like right now, I was going to post some videos that I got of Pluto and also me working out. It's gonna be really cool actually. Y'all gonna see me post a lot of shorts and stuff, but like, and then also again, somebody stole my iPhone. It was a bunch of stuff happened, bro. So there's a whole bunch of information that's just lost, but it's okay. There's a lot of stuff that like I still remember, and like I'm still gonna be locking in. I had to get me a little throwaway phone real quick, but hey, I could go live. I could tap in with you guys. I could send messages and stuff like that. So you feel me? Like I'm still gonna be active, but the shit got cold, man, out of nowhere, bro. Like I was in that mug and it got cold out there. I know we went like a couple times, like when we are going out on our break and stuff like that. We went outside, I think maybe 3 days ago. I heard it was snowing like over like all in New York and the Mid East and all them places. I am going to, because again I had a hard time trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna try to connect to the Wi-Fi and I'll come back on later and I'll chop it up with you guys. But yeah, man. In the meantime, I am going to post some stuff from earlier in my day. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next live. Uh, Make sure y'all tap into the videos. Now, as far as like my classes and everything, that's going to be postponed. I'm going to be talking about mental health, and the importance of working out. Also know that working out is just as important. All right, because the only thing that kept me sane while I was in there for those 7 days was me working out and drinking water and staying to myself. I was talking to a lot of people who knew a lot of information. I was talking to a lot of people who knew shooters, who have done stuff in their life, got shot at the age of 16, watched they witnessed their mama pass away. You had people threatening each other, saying they was gonna cut them in their sleep. I'm like, it was crazy, bro. It literally felt like I was in prison. It was just it like we had like a bit of leeway to kind of move about, the vicinity and stuff. So it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It's something that I pray that I never go through again. Real talk. Like I'm taking this experience. This is I didn't need motivation, but I guess I did because the reason why the main reason why I got into this situation was because I didn't work out like how I was supposed to work out. Working out grounds you. It keeps you level headed within this matrix. You still care about, how you look and how you feel when you work out. You still think about your physical self. So when you're spiritual, it's okay to be spiritual, but to balance it out, you have to work out. This is when when you're on semen retention, now you can control your energy, especially when you're talking to women, going within being high vibrational, how you speak to women, when you control the energy within, literally when you work out, when you get some sun, put your feet in the grass, get you a pet duck like what's Pluto. Like, bro, the first day, bro, I went to when I got home because they dropped me home and whatnot. So when I got home, I went to the I went to the lake where Pluto is usually at. Bruh, Pluto was there, and then eight turtles pulled up on me, bruh. Eight. One of them actually pulled up to the surface, like right near me, and Pluto was pecking at the dude at the turtle's head. I think it was Moses. Um, but Moses was there, grandson was there. I had to name new turtles because it was eight of them. I'm like, dang, well, I don't know where the hell y'all came from. Grandson. So we got grandson Moses. We got O Block, and then who else? We got King David. I named the turtle. There's a new turtle named King David. Y'all probably gonna see him on the shorts when I post today. And let me know in the comment section how the connection is right now. Because technically, right now I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. I was just checking out the live on this phone. I got two phones actually. I got my iPad and I got this phone. And I got another phone. So I'm gonna be having like a lot of content since I lost my iPhone and stuff. You feel me? But what the vibes is like with y'all, man? Vibes is like one thing that I learned about being in that situation is that cleanliness is next to godliness, dog. God, if you ever get into a situation like that, but you still got your mental in locked, just stay to yourself, stay clean. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. But yeah, man, I'ma go ahead and get to what I gotta do. Let me know how this live was, if it was going, saying I go live. I'm probably gonna go live later on my iPad, and it's gonna be through stream uh was it StreamYard. It's gonna be through StreamYard. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.